Welcome to News from Down Home. Um, I was born in Georgia, but I spent my youth, young childhood, on the Eastern Shore of Maryland, near Princess Anne, Maryland, the seat of Somerset County, county seat. So I consider that my hometown. My family, my greater family, had moved there in 1903 from Western Pennsylvania, and we have a lot of roots there, and a lot of my family are still there, and my parents are buried there. So I want to talk to you about events here as reported in the Marylander and Herald, which was the paper of record at the time, in November 2nd, 1915. Now, here's an example of how new technology has to be um, people have to be sold on it, okay? Because new technology can be rather overwhelming. So, what happened on this day is reported there was a bull tractor exhibition called Bull and Tractor are capitalized, given at H.N. Scholefield's farm in Mount Vernon district last Saturday. And they say it drew a big crowd from the county and also nearby sections of persons who wanted to see the test of using a tractor instead of horses on the farms. So you had to convince people that tractor was going to be better than horses. The exhibition, they said, was very satisfactory. The tractor did all kinds of farm work, and it talks about people that were present were J.R. Crutchfield of Richmond, Virginia, sales manager for King and Wright Company, and J.F. Satley, sales manager of the Bull Tractor Company, Minneapolis, Minnesota, D.H. Smalley and V.H. Sawyer of Richmond, Virginia, H.S. Lippincott, demonstrator of Somerset County, and officials from adjoining counties. So this was an important event, and it was very successful, showing that a tractor could do a lot of work even better than horses. So I do remember someone talking about my Uncle Clay, my Uncle Clay farming and driving horses and a plow. So definitely, it had you had to convince people that it was the way to go. Now let's talk about a walking tour of Princess Anne, Maryland. Now in the walking tour in that book, A Walking Tour of Princess Anne, Maryland from the Look Up America series, I think they have a mistake on an address, but this is about the Judge Levin Thomas Handy Irving house. Now, this house is located at 30480 Prince William Street, Princess Anne. And I had to go to the Somerset County's original Trail Mix Facebook page to get more information on this because it had more information than the Look Up America series did. So it says that the construction of this Greek Revival house is attributed to carpenter Seth D. Venables, who worked in Princess Anne during the mid 19th century. And it's known by most Princess Anne residents as the St. Andrew's Episcopal Church Rectory. This 2.5-story side hall double pile frame house was the former home of Judge Levin T.H. Irving, a prominent town attorney and judge. Now, I want to talk about him for a moment because this is an important person in Princess Anne history. And I looked him up, and he was a justice of the Maryland Court of Appeals from 1879 until his death in 1892. He was born in Somerset County. He graduated from Princeton at the age of 18, then read law with his uncle William H. Handy of Somerset to gain admission to the bar in 1849. For 7 years, he practiced in Salisbury, Maryland. In 1856, he went to Cincinnati, where he had a partnership with Eli P. Morton, which lasted for a year. He then returned to Maryland. In 1867, he was elected associate judge, and on the death of Judge James A. Stewart, he received the appointment of chief judge of his circuit in April 1879. In November 1880, he was elected without opposition to that position for a term of 15 years. He died at his home at the age of 64. He had overcome by heat on his way to Cambridge 2 weeks before and never recovered. So there's an important person I never heard about when I was a little kid, but I wanted to bring that to you. And I'll post a picture from the Somerset County's original Trail Mix post of the house. If you know any of the people that I've mentioned, or you've heard of them, or if you want to comment on it, I do appreciate that. I'd like to see what you have to say. And I enjoy doing this, and I hope that you get something out of it too.